All right, Steve, thanks very much. Pope Francis was in Cuba today. This, of course, ahead of his trip to the United States. When he arrives in this country, he'll make stops in Washington, D.C., New York City, and Philadelphia. His arrival coincides with a new Siena poll that backs up the New York Times poll we told you about last week, both saying that this Pope, Pope Francis, is very popular with New Yorkers, and not just Catholics either. Tori Wells is live at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception in Albany. And Tori, it seems like New Yorkers are really ready for this visit.
That's right, and the bishop told me that the Pope's visit, it's bigger than the church. It's about people, all people, and that Siena poll suggests that New Yorkers agree. This picture shows Albany Bishop Edward Scharfenberger with Pope Francis just about a year ago, meeting briefly in Rome.
I said a few words in Italian, like, "Holy Father, we love you, you know," and he took me by the hand and he said, "Pray for me." And it was very, very touching.
In just a few days, he will be among the bishops who meet with the Pope in Washington, D.C. Then the bishop will travel to New York City as Pope Francis continues his visit.
I feel like I'm a face in the crowd. I just want to experience what everybody else is experiencing.
The bishop says this visit isn't just about church leaders or the church. It's about people from all walks of life.
I feel it's really about all human beings, because Pope Francis, even though he is obviously the Catholic Pope, has also reached out beyond the walls of the church community.
And according to a recent Siena poll, the people of New York will be paying attention. The poll found that 73% of New Yorkers have a favorable view of the Pope, and that goes across parties and religions.
83% of Catholics have a favorable view of Pope Francis, but so do 68% of Jewish voters and 65% of Protestant voters.
The poll also found that 75% of New Yorkers feel Pope Francis will have a positive effect on the people of the world, even if they don't agree with all of his views. Findings people we spoke with were not surprised to hear.
Any message around hope, around looking out for our fellow human beings, taking care of our neighbors, reaching out to older people, that's always a positive message.
And the bishop told us that he expects quite a few unscripted moments because the Pope is very spontaneous and he likes to interact with the people. Liz, I know you get a chance to see that and you'll bring all of that to us. We are live in Albany. Tori Wells, CBS 6 News.
All right, Tori, thank you very much. And CBS 6 will be covering the Pope's U.S. trip. We'll be reporting from New York City on this historic visit this Thursday and Friday before the Pontiff then moves on to Philadelphia. So be sure and catch us live on air and follow our updates on CBS6Albany.com as well as on Facebook.